Okay, so now we're at the top of the line. We are at the best bindings for backcountry purists. We've got our PrimeX and our PrimeX Carbon. Both are on our new X chassis for 1718. Both come with both the airform strap and the ratcheting toe strap. Both come with flex lock. Both come with the Prime interface. So I'm going to start with talking about the PrimeX, then we'll talk about the Prime Carbon. So PrimeX. Extremely lightweight bindings that are also very stiff and dependable. Quite a lot of new technologies to talk about here. Just kind of start with the bottom up, still using that active joining technology on the Prime interface. Added just some ease of use concepts to it, so different leverage ratio on the links, makes it easier to open and close while still getting that that really tight connection that we're known for. We added neoprene pads onto the bottom, so just a little bit of damping from that. Also, neoprene has a different specific heat than aluminum. It's better at not varying as quickly in temperature, so it doesn't get the ice buildup when you're going from maybe a slightly freezing condition to a rainy condition and back to a freezing condition as this temperature crosses that freezing point. You're not as likely to get ice buildup on the bottom of the binding that has plastic on the bottom. So, and especially the neoprene we use is really snow resistant. So that's pretty exciting. Damping's nice. It also has a smoother plastic that we added with the surface of the tool. So overall, it's just not likely to get snow buildup on the bottom, which is a huge advantage when you're out in the backcountry. One of the concepts that we have with the Prime Connect is what we call our two-stage damping system with the foam on the bottom and then the arch construction of the toe stay between the two sidewalls. And this is a concept, kind of a theme of this binding is we took all of the new technologies that we learned from the Connect and put the absolute best materials that we could for them and added a lot of kind of new design and new research into making the top of the line split even better. And so that concept that we learned from the Connects about improving the damping of a snowboarder we added here with our arch damping system. And the 7075 aluminum, it's a really stiff, strong, durable aluminum, but beginning laser cutting processes, you end up with a really kind of I guess like a damping arch, so you can feel that as you were going over chatter, if you press right here, you'll notice that that's going to absorb some of the chatter, so you're getting a little bit of the chatter damped out of the ride. So that's a nice feature that the PrimeX brings to the table. So if you look down the binding laterally, you'll notice that it's bent heel cup, and so that's going to make sort of an I-beam shape, and it's a pretty basic concept in engineering, but a novel application to snowboarding and slipboarding here, in that if you bend the metal like that, you end up with a lot more support along this y-axis. So that's the axis where you're going from heel to toe, and that's where you need a lot more, I guess, response and strength out of the binding. So if you try to bend this binding, like there's just no way that you can bend it toe to heel like that. So you can apply a lot of pressure. I know that the binding's not going to flex or deform, it's just going to come with your foot and follow you. Counter to that, there is room for it to flex side to side, from nose to tail, so you can get just a little bit of kind of playfulness and range of motion out of your riding. So how we got so much weight out of last year's Prime Carbon and Prime SL bindings, we have a couple new engineering concepts, a couple just really bright ideas, and also we invested the money in much better materials. So upgrading from 6000 series aluminum to 7000 series aluminum for the toe stay and heel stay. It's just a really strong material that allowed us to core out a ton of weight while still adding all the response you need to, still adding all the strength you need to feel comfortable on your bindings being dependable while you're out miles in the backcountry. The independently sleeved toe axles make touring feel really smooth and effortless. It's a really low friction way of touring. The sidewall height is a little bit higher, so you combine a higher sidewall height with flex lock and you end up with the just far and away most responsive touring system you can get, and actually it's probably going to be about as responsive as just touring in hard boots with all of the riding benefits of riding downhill in soft boots. So awesome touring binding, and of course a great binding for riding downhill in as well. It's got our R high back again. The reactive high back is based on a new plastic that we worked with DuPont to find and utilize here. It's really thin, but also extremely strong. The scalloped shape at the top removes the pressure point, and it's just a really lightweight, strong material. Adds a little bit of a significant amount of stiffness over our airflow high backs that we had on SLs before. So for that same price point as SL, you're getting a lot less weight, and you're also getting a stiffer high back, higher sidewalls, neoprene pads in the bottom, a damping system. It's a big step forward for the highest end split board bindings out there. So PrimeX binding that we're really excited to release this year.